With it right here with who I started with me, something like the Spartan. It's going hard regardless. I'm from the 826 plus 5. Mo bitches, H1 Central Coast, mobbing suicide, feeling arsonist. I step in the booth and cats, I gotta keep it lit. Engineer all my music, I work hard at this.
That's right, and we're back live on Chicano Tube, live on Chicano Street. Beautiful linda raza, si gustan, no necesitan, because I really appreciate your time and tuning in to your favorite stream on YouTube, the Chicano channel. ¿Qué hubo contigo? Again, let me go ahead and go through some formalities, though. There's a series of buttons right there at the bottom, you guys. If you guys want to hit them, it definitely supports the channel, and it helps us reach wider audiences, man. We're smashing it right now. We're caught up in the algorithm, and we're going to keep it pushing, cabrones. There's no stop, cabrones. We can't stop, and we won't, cabrones. All right, anyways, there's a like button right there. You can hit the like button if you like the fire content that we keep dropping on the daily, and I mean banger after banger. I mean, we got more bangers here than a construction site, all right? So you could hit the thumbs up. I highly appreciate it. Right next to it, you don't have to be a supporter, because there's a lot of people that watch me that are lurkers, creepers, weirdos, predators, cult leaders, stalkers, haters, all of the above, and their supporters, of course. There's a button right next to it just for you, pendejos. It's called the Chinga Tu Madre button. I promise you can hit it, and I got thick skin, cabrones, all right? Before we get into the title of this video, which is disturbing. Let's just say that. It's disturbing, all right? Bud Light using children for clout. Well, we're going to get into it. We're going to get into it because the things I thought I'd never, ever see on YouTube are for sure happening right now. It's just the signs of the times, right? The Lord is coming back because all this shit is happening. Before we get into that, let's keep it professional. Let's go through the formalities, man. Gracias to all the day wonders, man. Gracias to everyone that's been watching the channel, running up the likes, running up the hype video button, sharing it on their social media pages, man. I just want to just take a second, stop, and all the BS and fun that we have here in Mamadas and YouTube Yarda and everything, Pegadas and everything, just to acknowledge you guys, man, because I really do think that you guys are the backbone of the community, all my watchers, and so I appreciate you. And also to the members only, man, shout out to the members only, man. They've been getting nothing but bangers. They're getting a double up this week just for their ardent support, so shout out over to the members only. I highly appreciate you guys. More than you know. You guys get the biggest shout out of them all. And then if you're new to the channel, well, stick around, man, because we're going to be dropping nothing but bangers and fire dope content. If you don't know who I am, man, I'm a small town boy from a small town, East Salinas, born and raised in the Alisal district. The 93905 saw me born. It saw me raised. I'm a field baby. Of course, Salinas is infamous for being on the famous corrida run that has the most amount of farm workers anywhere in California. Just something else that we're proud of over here in Salinas. And I basically turned a negative into a positive. If you're looking for a tough guy channel, if you're looking for a clout chasing channel, if you're looking for someone talking about eating bullets for breakfast, you're at the wrong pinchy channel, man. Because all of that is done and is in the past. But I'm telling you, man, it's about evolution of thinking and maturing, and here we are, man. So anyway, stick around to the new subscribers. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it, okay? Something pretty disturbing came across my feed, and it has to do with two individuals. Really in particular, I know I titled it Bud Light, but you can also title it the other weirdo, Skittles Gump, a.k.a. The Runner, a.k.a. Big Foco. I could have thrown him in the caption as well because he's just as guilty as this. But it really blows my mind, the level of things that I've seen on YouTube that I didn't think I would see. Now, again, there's two different perspectives to see shit, gente. Let's keep this a buck, okay? There are the civilians that have never been exposed to the streets, the calles, the code, the do's, the don'ts, the reglas, never caught a bus. there are civilians on YouTube. To them, a lot of stuff might go over their head, but they love it. They tune in because your boy goes into both right there. I actually share both perspectives here on YouTube, which I think por eso tengo pegue on this fucking channel, right? I share both perspectives, coming out of the negative, turning it into a positive, but not on the fence, not straddling the fence, not going to talk to the youngsters and, well, you know, I'm still from the hood, but you guys shouldn't be. No straddling the fence, none of that bullshit. The civilian standpoint, and then there's the street standpoint. Now, I don't talk too much about the street standpoint. I have my own reservations, and it really has to do with my Cletcha and me being from the 831 and being from my city, okay? I get a lot of comments when I'm in the city all the time about how I keep it professional and keep it classy. Of course, we're not talking about mamadas and YouTube yarda, but when it comes to putting street stuff out there, I still won't put street stuff out there because I don't get down like that. And, of course, the motherfuckers on YouTube, oh, look at him, he's net banging. Look at the other pendejos on the fucking internet that want to act 60 years old and they're throwing up their hoods. You don't tell them they're net banging, but you want to tell little old Mikey I'm net banging. Calma tu pinche pedo, güey. Anyways, so again, there's some things when I jumped on YouTube I thought I'd never see. Things that belong behind the walls, things that the rules of the streets are governed by, and YouTube will never really fully know it. I mean, they won't, right? Because you could be one thing on YouTube and then jump into your community and be a piece of shit or a mierda or whatever, right? And like I said, certain street things that I've read, things that have come in my hands, things that are from behind the walls. I've seen people on YouTube and I'm like, damn it, man. Well, you know what? This jacket fits these two pendejos pretty perfect because they want to come off on YouTube as tough guys, right? They want to make their identity on YouTube as these tough guys, as these pinteros, as, someone that you should take advice from. All these pendejos on the internet, right, that I put in one category, which is the category of pendejos that are absolutely 100% misleading the youth. I don't play that. Homie don't play that like in living color. Boom. Homie don't play that because, I've been told by real solid friends of mine, the very few that are still around, and I can literally count them on one pinchy hand, right? Matter of fact, I'm going to talk about one in another video. I can count them on one hand. The ones that are still out there, I run into them and they see my get down. They know what's up, man. The homies still paint my cars. They still fix my engines. They still all of that, right? Before the wifey wouldn't want me to pull up to them, right? Oh, stay away from them, even though I'm a businessman now and everything I do now, right? A family man. But when it comes, boom, all of a sudden the car gets hit. There's a hit and run or me pegan a pinche carro, all of a sudden I go and hit up the homies, right? So they're still there. And you know what they tell me? And this is the really shit on YouTube. They tell me, as far as I'm concerned, when I push the unity of the message, unity of the raza message and stuff like that, which I haven't been really talking about too much here, but it's a principal core ideology of mine. When I talk about those things, the homies tell me, hey, as far as I'm concerned, you already know what it is with me. I mean, they're hardliners. They're hardliners because, again, the city, the reputation of the city, the history of the city, et cetera, right? But what you're doing, this is what they tell me, but what you're doing is a good thing because what you're doing could save my child's life one day. That's some real shit. That's some real shit, man. I'm all about that. So that's what I'm about. So anyways, these things, though, because they identify with the calles, these two individuals, from the streets and Santa this, and where you at? Pull up and I'll wreck your whole family. And why don't you just pull up? And the crash outs that are on this channel right here are definitely legendary crash outs. Chemo's Flicks, again, he's the #1 general. He's the first general of the YouTube Mesa. He has the most epic. He has over 500 hours of receipts on his channel. If you haven't subscribed over to Chemo's Flicks, I don't know what you're waiting for. I've been saying Chemo's Flicks from day numero pinche uno. My 2 feet hit the ground. I thank God for opening my eyes, my organs, senses, nervous system, everything working. Okay, first thing I do is that. And then second thing I do is kiss my beautiful, smoking, sexy, hot wife. And the third thing I do once I get settled after the morning shake and this and that is go to Chemo's Flicks, man, because he's going to let you know what's going on. And of course, he's my celly right here, so he's not too far from me. I could just reach him, you know what I mean? He's right here, you know what I mean? He's on the bottom bunk, you know, I mean like that, you know what I mean? I'm on the top bunk. He's the first general. We just got to, you know, honor where honor is due, right? Anyways, disturbing because individuals come off the calles, and then go ahead talking about the streets, talking about the code of the streets, I did time, the walls, and all this other shit that I don't give 2 flying fucks about. I really don't give 2 flying fucks about. I know a lot of people have been trying to get me on this internet out of character, you know, out of character, and it's just, I had to be the cabron to come on and put Chicano Street on right here. Because someone had to come and represent the right way. If not, there would have been a crash out. There would have been an emotional feeling, and or I just would have got hit. You know what I mean? Chemo would have hit me and with Lucky in accordance, in agreement, because I just act like a pinche pendejo on the internet with absolutely zero clecha. But we're on the 4180. We're clechad up. So let's play a little bit of these individuals trying to relocate themselves over into TikTok and are basically starting everything over that has happened to both of them, but now on a whole different platform. The whole cycle is starting all over again. What do I mean the cycle? They're getting shit talked about them. They're getting emotional and in their feelings and reacting, which is just creating great pinchy content, right? And they're throwing jackets at them, and they're mostly youngsters and all that. Well, yeah, you're over there. You want to be with minors. I guess hanging out with minors is the new thing for you guys. You know what I mean? You guys are gonna do what you guys do, right? At the end of the day, to each his own, right? But let's play this video right here and these interactions between grown-ass adults that are more probably than 2 times the age of his children will blow your mind. Let's go.
Hell no, this is crazy work. This is
I got
insane
more hair
work,
on
bro.
my balls than you have on your fucking mustache, you stupid ass.
Mustache, bro, I don't need no mustache.
Whoa, hold on. And so this looks bad because I guess I'll, put on the fucking street hat for a second. This looks bad because you are on the internet. Someone's supposed to be a stand-up dude, solid dude, and everything else that he's fucking, deceived most of his subscribers into believing that he is because they don't know, right? And they block everyone when someone drops a comment. This dude is supposed to be a stand-up dude. I'm this, I'm that. I've been here, I've been there. I know more than you. And you can smell the arrogance on both of these pendejos, right? He is supposed to be fucking have some kind of Cletchas, some street IQ. He just told a minor, okay? He just told a minor about his genitals. And again, they won't see nothing wrong with it. But here we go. Here on ChicanoTube, we're going to point out the facts. These are the things that these street pendejos hate it when I throw it in their face. The rules haven't changed. What has changed is you. What has changed you is coming on the internet. That has changed you. If you really did have Cletcha, you would know these things, right? But anyways, that was disturbing just to talk to a minor and mention your genitalia. That's fucking, I don't know how much we're going to watch of this. Just please don't have children in the room while I'm playing this. Please don't have, this on the fucking smart TV, 85-inch or surround sound system, por favor. Because, again, we're talking about the street shit. A civilian will see this thing and be like, ¿y qué? Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. I do have a civilian mindset, and I could dig back into the streets because I gave the streets over 20 years. It was ingrained and tattooed in me, so I haven't lost none of that shit. I've only just gotten smarter with a street IQ, but just let's be sensitive to this. Let's go.
Tight-ass jeans and a purse. You motherfucking feminine-ass motherfuckers.
It's not looking good. It's really, really not looking good. That this individual right here is talking to someone's son. He's talking to someone's nephew. He's talking to someone's grandson, cousin, etc., all the way down the line. So just imagine if this wasn't on the internet, but let's just say it's in real life. I mean, some people conduct themselves differently on the internet than in real life. I don't, because I don't got the time to be fake. But some people do that. They'll put on a character for the internet and not in real life. Let's just pretend this shit was in real life. Let's say that was your son right there, right? I got children. I got teenagers, okay? This very well could be my son. And all of a sudden, you know, I'm walking around the corner. He's outside, and I see this fucking older guy, looks like a pintero, but he's kind of weird because he has a bald head and he has a beard, so that's, you know, looking like he's going to jump out the bushes on a broad, you know, weirdo face, right, like he has. And then all of a sudden, I hear him say what he just told this youngster. You're a feminine little boy and all that. What do you think a dad's going to do? Why do you think parents are supposed to protect their children? Because they don't know what they don't know. So anyways, again, if this was a real life situation, this automatically would have been an issue, but not for them, because they're all about one thing and one thing only. We already know. All they want is the views, the likes, and the comments. They're like when the homie Hangout, rest in peace, passed away, they couldn't wait. They couldn't wait to milk him for everything that his name is worth, as he wasn't even in the ground yet. We already know that to be true. Let's go a little bit more. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to take because, again, it's the hardest part about, you know, talking about a pendejo is I got to go and see it first. And that already to me is, you know, uncomfortable. But it is fucking what it is with these pendejos, man. Let's go.
I don't want to hear it, Baldy.
And you swish your hips when you walk. Shut up.
Yeah, Baldy. I don't want to hear it.
Hey. You guys are wearing real still ass boys.
Hey, the top of your head is my sponsor.
That's why you get on the shit on, little boy. That's why you get on the shit on, little boy.
Oh, boy.
Just start talking, bro.
Hey, why you speaking to? All right. Call me daddy, homie.
Yeah, why you speaking to
Daddy? You little ass motherfucker. What are you, like 20 years old?
50 of us.
What are you, like 20 years old?
What are you, 50?
Bro, we're having fun.
51.
We're having fun. I think at that point, the runner, I can't watch no more of this shit. This is way too much. Way too much. Yeah, I think at that point, the runner realized, oh, shit. See, because the runner does things, and then the very little Cletcha that he had 30-something years ago, right? The little Cletcha that he learned 30-something years ago, all of a sudden, a little spurt of it kind of kicks in like a muscle memory, right? It's way in the back. It's not even his priority. It's his priority is his mentality is today, current day mentality is to be a fucking J-Cat, right? To be a J-Cat, no morals, no principles. But sometimes there's little glimmers of Cletcha that come out, and then he tried to cover it up. Did you catch that? Or am I the only one that caught that? I might have been the only one that caught that. All of a sudden, he'll say, well, we're just having fun. We're just having fun. No, you're not just having fun. You're disrespecting kids. You're disrespecting children on the internet for views, for likes, and for comments. So everything that Bud Light said, this is an embarrassment, man. A complete utter embarrassment. I gotta end this pinchy video because it's already it's way too much, man. I talk about fake OGs and fake tough guys. But it's a whole nother level when a fake OG and when a tough guy goes after children. Gente, if you like this kind of fire content, there's a button right there. Hit the pinchy thumbs up and then slide on that bar where all the buttons are. Chinga tu madre button, like button, just keep sliding over, and there's a hype video button. Hit that hype video button. I promise you that we're not going to stay off of these necks because we are parents from these pendejos, because we're parents. We love our children. We want to keep them safe from all these predators. And be on the lookout for the video dropping on New Year's Eve. The YouTube Yarda Awards this year are going to be more epic than ever because this year we got more predators and more weirdos than we've ever had. So hit that like button, hit the share. You can hit the thanks. I appreciate your time, gente. I'm out to the next episode, but don't forget to help move others in excellence, cabrones, because it's going to help them and it's going to bless you. Gente, I'm out to the next episode. I'll see you on the next one.